Yo-ho bro, and welcome back to GopherCraft. So, today we are definitely going to be working on more of this castle, but I've been working on a couple things in the meantime between recordings here. So, I have, of course, worked on the bridge. You saw all of that last time. But I've run out of space for all my items and had to get more resources, more food, because this little dinky little thing over here, this hut, that underground hut, is just not cutting it. It's a small farm. I got at least one of each, and my F5 is not quite working. I've noticed that I've been going around in F5 more just because I love the swimming mechanic, and it works a hell of a lot better inside of the boat when you're trying to get around inside of the boat. But the swimming mechanic is super cool. I mean, yes, it helps you move a little bit quicker, but I just like watching the animation. It's super cool. From someone that's been working with Blender and Minecraft animations, I just love this. And let's see here. There we go. Get onto the top of the surface without having to do the old bob up. There we go. On top of the surface. Doing the little backstrokes. Awesome. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Well, in F5, it's... in first person, it's a lot easier to control. There we go. So, I've been needing to get my necessities around this area, and, of course, been building these trees just for the wood that I'm going to need for all the tools. Haven't found a spawner down here that I could possibly use in order to build up my levels and enchant. I'm going to have to see if I can borrow Scotty's and Steel Douglas's spawner, because it's probably a dangerous place to stand. Because their place is just over there, like a couple hundred blocks. Not far at all. And as a matter of fact, we're all thinking about putting a path, because we're all congregated rather close by. You got Steel Douglas and Scotty Garbitas are over there. They got the zombie spawner over there, probably an enchanting table. We're gonna probably steal the EXP from over there. Got Sky right over here, and she's just in that valley right up there. Actually, we'll probably go visit her base at least. And just beyond her, there is a village that Kaylin, Mistress Kaylin, Mom of Miners, and Dupe Guru are all over there in the village. You got Earthen and somebody else I can't remember the name of over there. And then, let's see here, 1,000 blocks, or at 2,000 blocks that direction. You got Man Without Eyes and Dr. Saffron. They're in a jungle over in that direction. So you got a bunch of people, save for Man with No Eyes and Dr. Saffron, all stuck in this area right here. So that poses a problem when I'm the first person that actually has a nether portal. So, going down. There we go. And then, oh yeah, the trapdoor, if you haven't seen this. Ooh, I need air. Need air. Pop out. There we go. This is going to be part of the castle, the part of the flooded castle, where you have to dive under this trapdoor here, get into this flooded portion of the castle, and then come up to this air pocket, where all the water is being held by a crumbling section of the castle. And then you come into my base proper. There's my nether portal, which connects to anybody that puts down a nether portal now. Got my bed in here. The old base is just straight in that direction. I'll probably cave in this area and just not use it ever. Let's see here. So bed, I'm gonna have to do something with that, make it more bed-like. If you've seen those rogue dungeons inside the modded Minecraft, I'm probably going to do something like that. These steps come down here. I did not plan this at all. Comes right across the side of these mine shafts. So I thought, hell, I might as well use the mine shafts for my storage area. So got mob drops, got the ores, got the tools, got the raw stone, got the crafted stone, raw nether, raw wood, crafted wood, and then the areas to other portions of the unlit mine shaft are being blocked off for right now. This area I'm going to have to re-put up wood for it because it's been burned down. Most likely the fire spread from here and just worked its way all across here and just took out everything here. This actually isn't part of the mine shaft. This was, I was just like, oh, I can see the mine shafts just in this ravine, which I thought was really cool. I come over here anytime I want some raw stone or something like that, and I'd be able to see a bit of this. It would look cool. Ooh, some hanging gravel. But I'm going to have to block that off and light this up a little bit, because every time I come over here, there's a skeleton that just pegs me in the face. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. Block that way off. Oh yeah, food. Food I am currently working on. I did not know until Earthen told me about the kelp, that the kelp block is a good cooking item. So I'm just putting in all the kelp that I can in order to cook up it. It's a nice renewable resources. One block of this kelp cooks 20 items. 1, 2, 3. So pop in 3 of those and I'll have 4 kelp left over. And then I can just combine 1, 2, 3, all that kelp. Actually, you know what? Grab 1 kelp from this thingy over here. And then I'll put 20 kelp in here and 1 block. Sweet. So, renewable cooking resource, the kelp blocks. Just got a small little farm for myself. Small little farm for myself. Got all these little pieces of kelp. Got it. An easy access for myself to just grab the kelp there. Put that in there. Got 1 farm over here that will turn into a wheat farm. Gotta have a 9x9 for each flavor of vegetable and fruit that we can pick up. This way, I was going to have farms that way and farms this way, but ran into another mine shaft over here, so I was just like, maybe I should do something else with this. Don't know what. We'll figure out something to do with that. Don't know what. Keep on going down. Run into some more mine shafts over here, and more part of the ravine down here. This flooded area of the cave is intentional by me. I'm gonna have to light up those areas over there if I want to flood this. Not only is it going to be safer for me, because they might be able to access this little bridge down here, but I have to flood in the lower sections of the ravine first before I do the upper sections of this, because the water sources just do not fill in by themselves unless there's a water source beneath them. More mine shaft that this thing is connected to. Come down here, dealing with the damp cave, and then I think we're only at Y28 right now. 26, okay, 26. And then down here is going to be probably shackles dungeons. I think that we're going to have an unused dungeon down here. Got to think of how we're going to put up shackles and stuff for it. Ooh, skeletons! Skeletons, yes. I could, what I could do is I could see if I could capture a skeleton somehow and put it in one of these jail thingies. Yeah, that would be cool. So I could have like a skeleton inside of one of the long forgotten dungeon of this broken down castle that's just been tormented by being alone forever, or something like that. I hate skeletons. I hate the undead. I hate zombies. Did I tell you I hate the undead? I really hate the undead. So, that's what I'm planning for these certain areas. I've been heading down with this just so that I can grab myself enough cobble to start working on the castle. Gotta start cooking this up with some dried kelp. So we're gonna work on that, start cooking up the cobble. I think what I should do is I should try and think of a blacksmith area down here. Huh. How do I want to do blacksmith area? Ooh, I should have some like lava or something dripping somewhere. There is so much wood around me, and I do not want to lose these things over here. Maybe if I had a forgery over there. Yeah, have a bridge across here, and then have a forgery over there. Because I'm not sure if the lava being right over here would be too close. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe I could just straight up just get rid of this wooden portion of wood right here. Make this section a little bit safer too. Yeah, we'll get rid of this wood here and have the forge be right here somehow, and be a bunch of lava, and I couldn't have the lava fall off into the distance, could I? I might. If I get rid of this wood too. Yeah, we'll get rid of this wood too down here, and get rid of this wood here, and then we'll just have the lava fall into the distance down there. Maybe have a pit that the water runs around, and then the lava goes down there. Yeah, that would kind of look cool. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Yeah, we'll have the forged lava here that drips down, and then a few anvils, and then it drips off into the ravine, goes down there into a deep pit that the water kind of avoids somehow. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, dungeon, live skeleton, and then forge up here. We'll have to make the forge first before we start cooking the cobble. So we'll work on this first, then the castle up there, and then during the meantime, while I'm waiting for the cobble to cook, we'll start making some more farms over here. So that is planned. Yeah, that is planned. Alright, let's start getting to work. Oh, wondrous day and joy of joys. I've taken out this bridge randomly so that it looks... No, there was something there. And the zombies have picked up items, meaning that they're not going to despawn until I kill them. And I definitely do not want to go around there where there's bajillion-and-a-half mobs. Oh, goodness me. Why did I have to pick no armor? Because it's fun. That's why. That's why, Pooka. Because nobody else is going to be doing this. Nobody else. Why? Seriously, nobody else is going to be going like, hey, let's have no armor.
Oh, okay, I'm back. I was muted and deafened. I don't know if you were talking to me just then.
We've made a bunch of progress on our base, but first I want to come here in the Nether, because most of the people have found their portals. Steel and Scody, Earthen, Momo, Derp, and Kalen have all found their personal portals. Steel's and Scody's portal was right on the button. I figured out exactly where that portal was going to come out, thankfully. So theirs is up, and I've been going over to their place quite a bit to do some enchanting. I stole some, what is it? Just some experience and their spawners just to enchant my sword and my pick, and it didn't come with mending. I fished a bunch for finally getting a mending book. And speaking of fishing, I have a bunch of junk that came from fishing that I don't want. So anybody that's on the GopherCraft server can have any of these. Punch 1, Unbreaking, Power, Infinity, Punch, Power, Unbreaking, a Flame Mending Bow, Heck, any of these you can just take for yourselves if you want. Look at the C2, Unbreaking, Curse of Vanishing, Lure. Just take as many of these things that you want. Keep it for yourself. Got some enchanting books down here. Go ahead and take them for yourselves, and a couple picks, because I've been enchanting a bajillion picks just to see if I could get Silk Touch, and it hasn't happened yet. Eventually this stuff is going to be moved to spawn, but for now I don't have a place at spawn in order to call home, so I will keep those over next to my portal. Spawn portal is temporarily. I just wanted to put in something so that Moonwillow would be able to access the rest of us. So I put in a portal down here for spawn. This is very temporary, but anyways, portal's right here. It goes right to spawn. So let's just go back to our base. Alright, so we've already established that we have our little bed here. I did add in a AFK fishing mechanism. It's not completely AFK. I'm able to do a trick where the fishing can go on while I'm not at the computer. Grab this guy. Nice little fishing rod here that I fished up from this puddle, drip of water. Anywho, I was able to find out that this is the simplest and most server-friendly AFK fishing farm. It is literally just a golden pressure plate, a trapdoor, and a note block. Water, the nether brick post, and the hopper. It literally goes into here. And I gotta take these over to the nether free chest as well, but yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here that I really don't want at all. Let's see, yeah, keep on getting some of those things. But yeah, this is the simplest setup ever. Gotta make sure that these have some sky space so that I can fish more efficiently. I have delayed somebody's sleep log ability to make it day by doing this AFK fishing farm. So sorry to whoever I've caused the lack of ability to sleep. So that's what I was doing while I was AFK. Got some fishing rods. Was looking for a mending book, but I only found one, and I wanted to put it on a Silk Touch pick, but I never got it. So I guess this is the next best thing. Got a diamond looting sword. Well, I got a diamond sword with smite, and then I put looting on it. Down here, got the storage all fixed up. Got all the stuff in the right locations. Everything's organized. I have a lot more space now that everything is where it needs to be. I have finally put in more of the farms over here. This used to be every type of plant and is now just wheat. We got the beets, got the carrots. I have dropped the beets. Oh. And got the sugar cane, got the potatoes, and I also have the watermelons, the pumpkins, the nether warts, and some other things such as the vines, which I need in order to make the mossy brick and mossy cobble. I also have some cocoa beans. Finally, I forgot to pick up some cocoa beans when I went over there to get the jungle saplings. So finally I have these. Luckily, Kalumi, my wife, had some cocoa beans in her in her base. So I just stole some from her. And then do. There we go. Perfect. Got some more cocoa beans growing, and I also got some sea pickles. Went over towards the direction of Man with No Eyes and Dr. Saffron. Didn't get close to them and found all these sea pickles and coral. I picked up just a few blocks of coral because you can only bone meal sea pickles on coral in order to get more sea pickles. And these guys we're going to be using on the surface for our castle. And it's had a strange effect up here. Oh yeah, chickens. Just so that I can make some pumpkin pie. But they've been having... These sea pickles have had a strange effect on here, and I really, really like it. Is it daytime or... Yeah, it's daytime. Darn it. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for nighttime to show you this. But I put in some sea pickles at the bottom here. And we got a little bit more of the castle going. Not too much more. Not entirely sure how I want these rooms to be, but I do want the throne room right in this area here, right in the front. So we're going to do that. We're going to have the throne room in here. Got some missing bricks and some water just filling up these areas. I really, really am starting to love how this is looking. I need to take out this. That was my jungle tree creator. Yeah, Monster Hunter. Congrats. Alright. So yeah, the dilapidated castle is coming along nicely. Just need to work a little bit more. I do want to show you before we go what it looks like nighttime with these sea pickles. Does look pretty cool with the sunset going down through this swamp castle. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. Alright, now it is nighttime, so we should be getting a little bit more luminescence from our lights beneath. Yeah, there we go. Look at that throne castle portion that I need to flush out. It starts to glow from beneath it. I did have this one down here at full blast. Let me show you what that looked like down here. And this looked rather strange, where the bricks kind of glow up beneath it. Looks really weird like that. How that water just kind of glows, but the bricks do not on top. Yeah, look at that. That is so funky. But not quite certain that I like it too much. Actually, you know what? Maybe if once I put in some more flooring, it'll look better. But yeah, that looks so strange. Let's put in a couple more of these low-level pickles down here. Low-level pickles. Yeah, getting some of that strange lighting in the swamp. Kind of reminds me of the deadlights from Lord of the Rings, the swamp deadlights. You recall them, the corpses calling to the living to come join them inside of the swamp. That is strange. That is weird. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm glad these sea pickles exist, else I'd be using glowstone and trying to figure out a way to hide it. But yeah, that's good. I like that. Alright, well, thank you everybody for watching. This is the Pooka, signing out.